Team Jackson, what's happening? So I just got sent this post by a guy by the name of I Am DeVale on Instagram. Found it really interesting, man. It's a little lengthy, but it's good, so stick with me while I read it. It says, men are socially conditioned to hide emotions because too much sharing is a sign of weakness. Just man up and learn how to deal on your own. That's why it's easier for us to just disconnect when we're unhappy in any situation. But that doesn't mean we don't feel. Many of us really don't know how to share until it manifests itself in the form of resentment. This is the one thing that haunts Kadenium, I believe that's his wife's name, and I still to this day. I hate that feeling as if I'm nagging or pleading for the things I need in our relationship, so I just let them go till they build up. It's a work in progress on both ends. So I have a question. When was the last time you told him you appreciated him? Did something for him just because you knew he liked it? Told him thank you, said you were happy, made him feel special. Showed him he was still important. Believe it or not, these things are important to men, even if they don't say it to you. Men will say it to other men all the time. Shawty was at her best when she was trying to be wifey, but now she wifey. And I agree wholeheartedly, and what he's talking about, I've seen usually occur with women who got so used to Mr. Wrong and all these guys that didn't deserve them that whenever they came across Mr. Right, the Mr. Right that they had previously ran from, they didn't know how to handle him. And it's possible as a woman to fully have every capability of providing value to a man that would benefit any man and still not know how to handle a man or a good man. As a matter of fact, I think that comes natural to y'all. If not comes natural, y'all been groomed for a relationship from such a young age. It seems that way. But the thing is, you can get so used to doing this and that for all these dudes that don't deserve it that you get accustomed to operating from that place of needing and wanting so badly in return, which you give abundantly of yourself. So that's all you know. That's all you're familiar with. And the thing is, okay, when you come across that guy that pours into your cup until it runneth over, then what are you going to do? Because so many women get used to lack and pain in a relationship that when they don't have those two things to pull from, they don't know what to do. So they sabotage the relationship by creating something wrong when there is no issue so they can have what they're most familiar with, all that dysfunction, or they do absolutely nothing, aka they get complacent. And man or woman, complacency will never keep a cup that's pouring into you, ever. And one thing that good and bad men both have in common is that they have requirements for the women that they're going to deal with. Of course, the difference is bad men will run a woman into the ground, burn her all the way out while requiring those things. But that's not to say that a good man doesn't have his requirements. A good man still needs his woman to be a place that he can be vulnerable with. And safely so. And that's not to say, oh, be my peace. No, he'll create his own peace, but he needs you to do the work on yourself so that you're not a threat to that peace. Or even worse, a thief of that peace without him doing anything wrong to warrant that. A good man will step outside of his comfort zone so he can speak your love language and make you feel fulfilled in a relationship as you should be. But he's going to need you to be equally open to speaking his love language, even if it's outside of your comfort zone. Instead of calling the words of affirmation that he needs, looking for a pat on the back for things you're supposed to do. Sound familiar? So this is for married women or single women or women in a relationship who either already know the guy or feel like there's a guy out there that's going to be worth marrying. Any woman out there who feels like there's a blessing out there with their name on it. I need you to hear me and hear me well. That blessing will take your name off of him if you don't hold up your end of the bargain. Watch your toes. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.